These are kind of weird times in crypto right now, and we're going through this bull market that's actually quite different in terms of its characteristics versus previous bull runs, previous cycles. And there are three reasons why crypto right now is currently down. First of all, and as you probably know, we have DeepSeek, that's the AI company that pretty much single-handedly turned the United States stock market red overnight, especially tech stocks. NVIDIA, for example, dropped by 17%, or the equivalent of $600 billion that was shaved off its market cap. For context, that's actually the largest single-day loss in U.S. history. And then in the political context, ever since Trump took office, we've seen this series of smaller but consecutive successes. And that translated to enthusiasm, of course, for the market, which as a consequence was arguably overbought. So a bit of cooling off is appropriate here. It's perfectly normal. But we are also always looking for opportunities. And in that spirit here, we're examining and analyzing 5 altcoins that you're going to want to buy up on this dip. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. All the best of luck if you choose to invest. Genuinely, I wish you well. But just remember that I'm not a financial or investment advisor, which also means that by extension, this video is not official financial or investment advice. Starting here at number 1, let's look at Ethereum, which is underperforming during this bull run really at a macro level. This is almost an understatement, actually, because it's currently 34% away from its all-time high. That was $4,878 and dates all the way back to November 2021, now over 3 years ago. During yesterday's crash, ETH just barely held above the $3,000 mark. So it's not exhibiting a lot of strength right now. However, there does seem to be at least one strong believer in ETH in the form of President Trump's DeFi protocol. That, of course, is called World Liberty Financial. Just the other day, for example, they bought $10 million worth of ETH, which would almost suggest, arguably, that perhaps they know something. WLFI's total investment in Ethereum is now 77,537 ETH, which is equivalent to about $250 million at the current ETH prices. This is the biggest investment of WLFI, which sits in its totality at $266.72 million. And right now, that Ethereum investment for them is translating to a $14 million loss. But despite that, WLFI keeps buying ETH. And honestly, it would be pure speculation, pure conjecture to try to suggest that it's for this reason or that reason. Maybe they know something about Ethereum. Maybe they don't. But all we can really do is observe their behaviors and actions, and if we choose, try to mirror them. Because certainly, World Liberty Financial represents the smart money. Solana, ticker of course SOL, S-O-L, is my next pick here. It recently saw a pretty massive price jump. It stopped just short of the magical $300 mark, which right now does represent a pretty heavy resistance. But it did reach a new all-time high of $293. All of this was just over a week ago, and that's when both the Trump, T-R-U-M-P, and Melania meme coins launched, of course, on Solana. Solana definitely still takes center stage when it comes to meme coins. Pump.fun, of course, just keeps generating new meme coins really by the thousands every single day. In a moment, we're going to talk about one of them specifically. But really, it's not just the big things and the exciting things that happen on Solana. There are lots of small developments that represent pretty exciting news. For instance, you can now pay with Solana-based stablecoins on Travala. That is a travel booking platform that accepts cryptocurrency payments. So that's certainly a positive. It's not as sensational a story, for example, as the Trump meme coin, but it speaks to practicality and pragmatism. The SOL token is not going to have the same kind of run percentage-wise as it did in 2021, but there is still plenty of room for growth. We are in the midst of new all-time highs, like I just said, so the outlook is very positive. Be sure to check out Cody's technical analysis that he did on SOL earlier today. At number 3 here is XRP, along with Ripple, which is kind of managing to stay in the spotlight right now in a big way. Check out yesterday's video. We analyzed the entirety of the situation here. But generally speaking here, over the last couple of weeks, they've gotten themselves into a little bit of trouble. And that, of course, is because Ripple allegedly tried to sabotage the strategic Bitcoin reserve. Probably not too surprisingly here, Ripple as a company, they prefer the broader strategic crypto reserve in which they and XRP feature very prominently. But despite the recent controversy, XRP's current run is far from over. It dipped yesterday to $2.80, but it's back up in a big way today, up over 7% and currently at $3.15 as I record. It also sits on a very solid number 3 spot with a market cap that's massive, $180 billion, which of course is eclipsed only by Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's also worth noting that it's only about 8.5% away from its current all-time high of $3.40. If it breaks that, then of course it's purely price discovery from there. Cody's video from earlier today also features XRP technical analysis. Okay, so as promised, we're getting back to that pump.fun token that I hinted at earlier. And at number 4, we're considering Griffain, Griffain. I covered 3 big market cap tokens, so now we're going to take a look at 2 smaller cap tokens. This one has got a market cap currently of $288 million. It also fits the Solana and AI agent narratives pretty well. AI agents basically are the current hot new kids on the block, and Griffain has been around for about 2.5 months and has lots of potential. Its current price, as I record right now, of just under 30 cents is a pretty great entrance. Its all-time high for context was 62 cents. So just right there, we're down about 50% from where the current price is. The combination of being both on Solana and being an AI agent is a powerful one in this case. So you can kind of think of Griffain here as a virtuals platform of sorts, but of course on Solana. Finally, here at number 5, last but not least, we're looking at Clearpool, ticker CPOOL, that's CPOOL. And with this one, we're moving firmly into the RWA sector, real world assets. And as you know, we have BlackRock, which strongly believes as a company in the RWA space. Really, that's one of the biggest investment firms, if not the biggest investment firm in the world. Just to give you an idea of what this means, the current RWA market size is about $16 trillion, which is already massive. But by 2030, the expectation is that it's going to grow to $30 trillion. It's just good to keep repeating that projection and that particular statistic because these are big, big numbers. And one of the things that Clearpool is very good at is that it connects TradFi with DeFi, traditional finance with decentralized finance. And what makes it interesting is that it offers a solution for unsecured liquidity in DeFi in particular, because typically DeFi asks for over-collateralization. Institutions can raise short-term capital and retail gets access to the credit market, which represents a win-win solution for both parties involved. One other big thing to look out for is Ocean. This allows you to earn native yield with their USDX stablecoin. And so not only because this is an emerging space and a growing market in terms of the RWA sector, but really also because Clearpool is offering very sophisticated and unique solutions that are in direct response to some of the appetites that exist right now in the marketplace with respect to everything that they're doing. So Clearpool, again, ticker CPOOL, CPOOL, is one you're going to want to keep an eye on. Let's close off the video with some additional technical analysis.
All right, so starting off with Ethereum, we are hovering around support at around at 2950. I do think we probably will come down and test this week. I think we'll probably still get a little bit of a sell-off. We'll come down here, tag this level, take out some of these wicks here, and then we'll continue higher. So I'm looking for Ethereum at around 2950, this blue box here, for any kind of bids on Ethereum. It has been one of the weaker coins. I don't expect it to randomly, just V-reverse all the way back up from here. I expect it probably will take a little bit of time, a little bit of reaccumulation down at this level here before we continue upwards, unless there is some major catalyst. Then for Solana, we have Solana who is actually holding up a bit better. We have it tagging this support level here at around 222. I do expect still kind of with the rest of the market, we probably will, fizzle down and we'll kind of like reaccumulate around this area. So in terms of Solana, I am looking for between 216 and around 224 to pick up some more. Solana is a little bit stronger than Ethereum, so it could just consolidate right here and then continue upwards. But I do expect if we do get a little bit more of a bad news or a little bit more of a sell-off in the market with the New York Open, we might come down here and at 222 is the area that I'd be looking to buy more. Then for XRP, we have this one, which is actually a lot stronger than I thought. Yesterday, I thought, it would probably come down here towards this level and take these stops out around 256 down to 249. I thought it would come down here, but it's a little bit stronger than I thought. It is still possible that it could come down here, but I think it's more likely now actually that we probably try to retest the all-time highs and we probably try to reclaim this level as well. So anywhere around here, it's really hard because if you're trading this, it's not a great area because you'd have to put your stops below this wick, which is pretty far away. But if you want to just buy this spot, this is a good area because I think we're probably going to try and test all-time highs and go towards $3.50 pretty soon. But if the market does sell off, I would be looking back down to 257. This is a great area to pick it up. We didn't go all the way down there yesterday because XRP is a little bit bullish. But yeah, this is where I'd like to pick it up here, or likewise above this level. If we could reclaim this level and hold above it on the daily chart, another great area to pick it up around $3.32. Then we have CPOOL. So on the high time frames, we are pretty much holding right at support. We're just above it. So this is a pretty good area to pick it up, anywhere from around 33 cents down to around 28 cents. This area is a great area for reaccumulation. I do think, kind of like the other ones, we are just going to kind of reaccumulate around this area before we continue upwards. So anywhere in this area, it's like a 5% zone. Anywhere around here is a great area, I think, for the long term. We are still kind of an uptrend on the daily chart. Then lastly, we have Griffain. This one has been out for a little less, so the chart's a little smaller. But overall, it is kind of like it's in the AI, sector, and the AI sector got hit really hard. We are at a big level of support here. This is a big level of support and resistance, around 28 cents up to around 30 cents. I don't expect us to just V-reversal straight back up. It is going to take a little bit of time for consolidation, but it also doesn't look the strongest. So I think it might actually break down through this level. So what we want to see is we want to see it, one, hold this level. But if it doesn't hold this level, I imagine it's probably coming back down somewhere around here, down to around 24-ish cents. So I would like to pick it up there. So if you want to buy it long term, maybe that's a good level for you to pick it up. However, if you want to trade it, I want to see it hold this level above here as a major level of support and resistance. So I'd want to see it come above here. And kind of like I drew here, you want to see it start to make higher lows before you buy it, because it might consolidate for a little bit. It might consolidate for a couple of weeks around this level and then continue upwards. And once you start to see a higher low form, that's where I would actually want to pick it up, because you've kind of confirmed that we are about to start this uptrend, and you don't have to waste your capital waiting in Griffain if you don't want to, just wait around and hope that it comes back. Once you see that higher low, it's time to start bidding, and hopefully the next run will start. So those are the ones I'm looking at right now, and the levels I'd like to buy on all these.